Hey guys, happy Wednesday. We're going to continue our discussion on the Australian economic system. Yesterday, we really reviewed the different types of economies found throughout the world, and we also discussed the differences and comparisons and how most of the world has a mixed economy. So today we're really going to delve into Australia specifically and their type of economy. So that being said, let's just get this started. So Australia is considered to have a mixed economic system. It's about 100 or 100. I'm sorry, you guys. It's been a long day. It's about 81% free and 19% command. So if you think back about the continuum that we talked about yesterday, let me see if I can get that back. The continuum. So 81% of Australian economy is market, and then 19% is command. So it would definitely fall in that C category, pretty close to a pure market economy. If you think about it, it's only 81%, so only 19% from being totally pure, meaning that the government doesn't have a lot of control or regulations over businesses. It's ranked in the top 5 freest economies in the world, and it's close to having a pure market economy. So again, thinking back to that continuum I just showed you, it's pretty close to having a market economy. Australia's government is committed to a free market and does not regulate much of the marketplace. So again, they are very close to a pure free market. And there, because of that, there's not a huge amount of regulation of the government. So going back to those 3 basic questions that every country answers to have their economics based on: what to produce in Australia, individuals and corporations based on supply and demand. So what to produce, businesses pretty much get to produce whatever they think is needed at the time. How to produce it, again, individuals and corporations base how to produce products and services solely on supply and demand. And for whom to produce, again, individuals and corporations base it on supply and demand. So all these answers to these 3 questions are businesses and individuals basing everything on the supply and demand of the citizens. So businesses make the majority of economic decisions of what to produce based on supply and demand of the market. Australia's national government plays a very limited role in the economy, and it gives citizens and businesses a great deal of economic freedom. The government strongly protects business and property rights, and starting a new business is pretty easy in Australia. Individuals and businesses own more than 75% of Australia's land and resources. That's a huge number. It's a huge percentage, guys. The government does not have many regulations on companies, and it also doesn't regulate what jobs people have or how they're paid. So a company can totally decide what jobs people can have and how much they get paid. The government does not oversee that at all. The government has also deregulated the financial and labor markets. It's removed most of the country's trade barriers, which allows free trade. And these actions have supported Australia's economy so much that it has not experienced an economic recession in over 20 years. That is huge. They have not experienced a recession in over 20 years because they have deregulated the markets and removed trade barriers. So Australia's government has very few rules to regulate the marketplace. It does provide certain services, it collects taxes, and it regulates a small amount of trade, a tiny bit of trade. Australia is known for its good courts and laws that protect property owners and business corruption is very rare, and is punished by strict laws. So corruption really doesn't have it. They don't really have a lot of it because there's really not a lot of rules that they have to follow. The one thing that the government does do, though, guys, and this is huge, is they collect taxes, and they do provide certain services. They do regulate a very, very, very small amount of trade, but not a lot. So, in review, Australia's government plays a very limited role in the country's economy. It regulates a small amount of trade and collects taxes, but it also gives citizens a lot of economic freedom. Individual citizens and private businesses own most of Australia's land and resources, and they can decide what to produce, how to produce it, and what prices to charge. So, that being said, let me get out of here for a second. I'm hoping that you all got my invitation to our class meeting tomorrow. Again, we'll be meeting Thursdays at 2 as kind of a check in. I am also going to be looking into, let me rewind. I would like for you now to go back and do the Google form that I attached to this assignment and turn that in. I am going to be looking into possibly doing Kahoots next week. Instead of Google Forms, and maybe mixing it up a little bit because I'm sure you guys are bored with it, with just the Google Forms, and I am as well. So I'm going to see if that's a possibility, if that could be part of our assessment, just to make sure that you're, understanding the information I'm presenting to you. But I will definitely keep you updated on that. So I will be looking into that. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. I miss you. I hope everyone's doing well. And I will hopefully see you and talk to you tomorrow. Have a great day, guys. Any questions, please feel free to email me. And I am glad to help. Talk to you soon. Have a great day.